honestly feel bad because they're saying that they're struggling financially and that maybe I should lower the child support, which I would lower the child support. I really would if he takes over 50% of the parenting responsibilities.
Hey, welcome back to Black Press. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now let's get to it.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm your girl Trish.
I'm your boy, Mr. Define.
And we are
Black Press.
I don't know why I do like this.
And them spirit fingers. So if this is your first time tuning into the channel, please hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the no, I'm always want to hit the bell for notifications. Comment and subscribe. Yeah, we jacked that up, but it's okay. So it's tax season.
Woo, woo.
So like tax season, everybody out here trying to find somebody to claim, right? So they can get that new the new whip. So they can get that new whip for April and try not to get it repoed by June. So that being said, we always got these issues where obviously a lot of us are not having the children and staying together. So one person's paying child support, the other person is not. And then tax season comes around and it's like, well, can I claim the child? No. All you do is pay tax. Anyway.
Exactly.
Yep. So we got that on deck right here. So let's see what it goes.
Texted me this right here. You guys can pause to read and you can see my response because at the time I didn't know what to say. I honestly feel bad because they're saying that they're struggling financially and that maybe I should lower the child support, which I would lower the child support. I really would if he takes over 50% of the parenting responsibilities, and they have not. I offered 50-50 custody, like literally 1 week on, 1 week off, take the child, but they don't want that. So I love this response. But I just wasn't trying to stir the pot. I don't want to be labeled as bitter. I don't want to be looked at as the money hungry baby mama. Like, no, I offered you guys 50-50 and I offered to lower the child support in half. Only if they take 50-50. But because that's not being exercised, I'm not lowering it. How is someone offering you 50-50 willingly, offering to cut your child support in half, and you're not going to take it? Literally, just send me $250 every month, but come get the kid. I will cut it. And I probably will give you half them taxes on top of that. Maybe that is
what? What? I bet you every woman in this video that's watching this video is like, she crazy. He ain't getting none of it. 250 and then 250, like, yeah, 250. You know that's nothing.
It's not.
That's 2 pair of shoes. That's it. If that. 250, and then won't tax. Come on now. But I'll be the voice of reason. People are struggling these days.
Yeah, they are struggling,
right? And having to pay that child support. I think we should get some of that money.
Wow.
Exactly, right? That's what everybody else other than this woman is saying. But this got to be the nicest baby mama ever.
What she said is true though. Like if you take over 50% of the parenting, like because it's a lot being a parent, especially when the other parent leaves the house and then leaves you with the kid.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you gotta take off doctor's appointments, and sometimes you don't get paid for that. You don't get sick leave. The child gets sick, they got days out of school, you missing work. Like it for the physical parent, it's a lot more work than the parent that just pays child support. Because you're not contributing like your whole self. You're just contributing financially.
Yeah.
You don't call and even call and lift your children's spirit. Like all you do is shave off a little money. That's it.
Yeah.
And you think that's okay? That's not.
Yeah. And then so basically we gotta bring it down to the brass tacks, the real stuff, right? If his child support is it's laughable. It's only $500. He's not making that much money.
Yeah.
So the issue that comes into it is if he's not making that much money to have a child custody 50-50, that means he has to be able to sustain a lifestyle for that child on the week that they're with him. And then he has to be able to provide room, beds, all of that, which is different from just having a child for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So him not being able to get to that level, I can make the expectation or say that he might not be able to get to that level. But then also there's a side of it that he might just be too selfish, especially when he got the the girlfriend messaging. So that means they probably living together, right?
Yeah.
So you decided that you're gonna live with another person and not have 50-50 custody of your child and want some of the child support. Some of the tax back.
Tax.
Like, what are you doing with your life? What are y'all doing with your life that y'all can't have enough space to have another room for that child?
And it's crazy because it's two of them, and then it's
one of her,
exactly. One of her and the child. So
yeah.
why?
So you expect her to operate with your $500 and be able to sustain herself and that child, but the two of you are pushing out $500, but y'all have two incomes coming in and you can't sustain enough. Then it makes me ask, well, does the girlfriend have kids? Are the kids staying with them? Is she working? If do the kids stay with them? So that's a lot of time. The girlfriend got kids and they all live together. So now y'all live in one big happy home, and your son is not getting enough time with his dad. Not getting, obviously, ain't getting enough money, but then you want more some of the child. It's like, and then she said they're struggling. So wait a minute, maybe y'all need to start thinking about making moves to actually be able to improve in life instead of just trying to take the money out of the woman's mouth or her pocket for actually having full custody of that child.
And that's taking food and money away from your child. Like,
that's the question that I think people need to ask too.
Yeah, you shouldn't be asking for, especially if you know you're not keeping up your end of the parenting. You shouldn't come out your mouth to ask, "Oh, you think I can get some of the income tax?"
Exactly.
That should be way far from their mind.
I think that's the question that should be on the list of things to ask. Is when you're dating someone and you're thinking about getting serious and you're thinking about having unprotected sex, the question should be, if this relationship doesn't last, what part of our child are you going to be able to sustain or to provide for? Will you be able to be co-parent 50-50? Will you be providing health care? Will you be providing, or how much will you be able to sustain if you're having to support yourself and support my child? All of that needs to be in there, or at least if nothing else, you should know, a woman should know his status.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't come into play. And then, like we said in previous videos, like, where's his planning at? Because if you struggling and you're dating somebody else and y'all living a struggle life, I'm not talking about like y'all ain't going on vacations, because that, duh. But if y'all struggling, what are you doing? Like, how are you even in a relationship?
And I'm gonna play advocate and see from their side for just like a quick minute. What if that other person is like really struggling and they just need like a little bit of help? Do you think it's okay for them to ask?
No. Ask, yes.
Because it'd be like
ask. It's okay to ask, but she shouldn't
not expected, right?
And then I still wouldn't give them none of the tax. If this is what she should do. If they're struggling, say, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna require you to pay me $250 for these next couple months until you get yourself straight.
Yeah.
Or a portion of it. You see what I'm saying? So you're helping them by not taking the money out of his pocket, so he can plan to put that money in other areas, while also still getting your full tax return. And you might have to make some adjustments, but the tax return might give you some pillow to figure it out, to let him figure it out. That's a good idea.
It's decent.
It's decent. What do you think? What do you think she should do? Tell him to kick rock. She should. I mean, she would be valid to do it if you're not taking. If you've given, if you got a baby mother that is willing to give you 50-50, like she said, 50-50 custody and only pay half of the child support. And I mean, honestly, if it's 50-50 custody, he shouldn't be paying any child support, really, because both of you are maintaining at an entire home for that child. So, but if you got that and you won't do it, it's either because you can't, which means you need to make better decisions, or you're unwilling to, which means you need to check your own moral code.
Yeah.
If for me, when I was separated and then divorced from my ex, it was like I was driving hundreds of miles every 3 weeks to get my son. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, every opportunity that I could. But I was also, because he was at long distance, we were like I said, we were hundreds of miles apart. But at the same time, I was also on the phone with him every day. Every day before he got on that bus. I was the last person he spoke to on the phone in video call every morning before he got on that school bus. I picked him up every chance I could. I would drive from Virginia to Pensacola and then back up to Atlanta, and just to have him for the 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend, and then drive back to Pensacola and then back up to Virginia to get back to work on Monday. And that was what I did because I'm willing to do that for myself. The fact that they're thinking about money instead of thinking about more ways where you can be with your son is a problem as well.
It is. Because money is their first issue. It's not the kids.
Yep. And if he was doing that, he would be dead set and 100% on board for going, what is it, 50-50 parenting.
Co-parenting.
Yeah. He would, if he was thinking the right way. But he's not. Like, if I ain't got...
He's trying to build a life with his girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Off of the kids.
And that's why she's messaging his baby mama instead of him. Because she trying to make sure she get more money.
Yeah. He don't really care, obviously.
Obviously not. But what do you think? Is the baby mother wrong? Should she be given part of the tax return to the baby daddy and his girlfriend? That just saying that sounds wrong.
Sounds like craziness.
But what do you think? I know some dudes might be upset about it. It's okay.
Do what you're supposed to do.
Hey, write it in the comments and I will respond. Because most of the time when if it says We Are Black Press, most of the time I'm responding. Or if it says Mr. Define, I'm responding too. So that's me. All right, so hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications for more future content like this. Hit a comment and subscribe for all future episodes. I'm your boy, Mr. Define.
I'm your girl, Trish.
And we are Black Press.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.